4 months ago, I bought a Rogue 250-pound Strongman sandbag. I filled the bag up with all the sand I had in it, and it added up to around 230 pounds. I have trained with that weight for 4 months. If you've watched any of my other videos with this sandbag, you'll notice how floppy the bag is. I partially filled the bag like this with a purpose, to build my strength and progress to maxing out the weight of the bag. Now that the bag is solid and heavier, it hits much different now. In this video, I'm going to show and explain the approach I took in building new strength with a sandbag, lessons learned and takeaways that you can use in your own sandbag journey. Let's get into it. I made a big jump from my 180-pound Rogue long-handled sandbag to a 250-pound Strongman sandbag. I've trained with the partially filled 250-pound bag for 4 months, starting with lapping, picking, bear hug carrying, and bear hug squats. I got used to the weight from repetition, and after a while, the bag became easier to pick, carry, extend, and squat. So I decided to fill the bag to max weight, and now it's like I have a new sandbag. I even picked it into my lap, into the bear hug position after I filled more sand into it, just to see if I could, and it almost took everything I had. Initially, when I got the sandbag, if I had filled it to max capacity, I believe I wouldn't have been able to get the bag off the ground. With the bag partially filled, develop a skill of lapping, picking, and extension, plus overall handling the sandbag with partially filled weight that is stimulating. Once you max the weight of the bag out, you will have the skill and the strength to be able to lift, maneuver, and carry the bag at max capacity. The way I see it, when volume as in sets and reps get higher, easier, and fatigue takes longer to reach, it's time to add some more weight. When more weight is added, it is a time to reset the volume by reducing it, focusing on technique, building up strength and stamina to train at the higher volumes. As the Stone Circle has said, sandbags are all or nothing. This is absolutely true. It takes everything you have sometimes, especially when the weight is super heavy. Unless you have multiple sandbags, there is no warm-up. When it is time to do the first set, it will be a shock to the muscles and nervous system and the cardiovascular system. To me, that's what makes them such a great training tool. Even though I always warm up properly, nothing I feel that I can do in the warm-up can simulate the initial shock to the body on the first set. I may get a 200-pound Strongman sandbag in the future that I can shoulder and train for volume to enhance my training and get the most gains out of my sandbags. At this point in my sandbag journey, this is a time of reset, developing new strength, and tapping into new gains. Ultimately, I want to be able to shoulder this big beast. The first 4 months of training with the bag partially full was just a progression for the ultimate goal of being able to shoulder it. Those are just a few things that I've learned from experience that I wanted to share with you so you could apply them to your own journey. If you have anything to add, any questions, leave it in the comments. And thanks for watching.